All right, good morning, sunshines. Today, elimination is what we're going to talk about. Some of you might have a preference. Please remember that out of all the ways, this is a tool to put in your tool belt just to make life easier, not to make life difficult. The ways that we've learned how to solve systems are by a table, by a graph, by substitution, and the last way we are going to talk about how to solve systems is elimination. It can be your preference. Just be careful with eliminations because mistakes happen. My preference is substitution because I don't have to change anything. It's easy. But again, my algebra skills, I've been practicing and you've been practicing, so that's what it requires. Let's go ahead and look at the steps of elimination. There's 3 steps to elimination, just like there is with substitution. Step 1, multiply if necessary, and we haven't seen any of these yet. Have not seen yet. I'll show you one today. Actually, I'll show you 2 today. Okay. Then add or subtract the equations depending on what you need. Add or subtract. Yesterday we did both because both of them worked. Today you're only going to pick one. You're either going to add only or you're going to subtract only to get something to eliminate. And then the last step is to substitute and find the other variable. Your essential question is, when would you want to use elimination? That's your big picture. When is this tool in your tool belt going to be useful? You're not always going to pull out a hammer when you're building something. It's going to be used for a specific thing, and you need to identify it. Let's go ahead and get started with example 1. Okay, again, 3 steps. Step 1, multiply if necessary. Step 1, you're checking to see any variables. Oh, come on, pen. Are the same or opposite. If they are the same or opposite, you can skip step 1. So 2x, 4x, not the same, not the opposite. Negative y, positive y, opposites. So step 1 is done. So I'm just going to rewrite them, lining them up. Make sure they're lined up. Make sure lined up. What I mean by this, 2x, 4x, lined up. Minus y, plus y. Equals 921. All right. Step 2. Are we going to add or subtract our polynomials? Remember, your big point here is to get rid of. Get rid of x or y, not both, only one of them. So which one are we going to get rid of here? It's going to have to be the y's because they're opposites. When you combine opposites with addition, they cancel out. No subtraction here. This one's addition. Okay, so 2x plus 4x equals 6x. Negative, because it says minus y, plus y is 0, eliminate, whole point, equals 9 plus 21 is 30. So step 2, get rid of x or y, and then solve. Divide by 6, and x equals 30. So right now, we know that the answer is that x is 30, but we do not know y, so step 3. Substitute for y. We're going to substitute into our 2 original equations. So 2x minus y equals 9. 4x plus y equals 21. Instead of saying x, we're going to say 30. oh, 30? What am I saying? This is 30 divided by 6, sorry, is 5. 2 times 5 minus y equals 9. 4 times 5 plus y equals 21. All right, now we have to see if we get the same y, then we did everything right. 10 minus y equals 9. So what minus 10 is 9? 1. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus what is 21? Oh, this is negative 1. No, it's not. Uh-oh, this one's negative 1. You see how I got a positive 1 here and I got a negative 1 here? I just need to go back and make sure all of my signs are okay to make sure that I did everything right. So I'm going to go back and look at all of my steps because this happens, okay? And here's what you do. 2 plus 4 is 6, in fact, yes. Okay, those two cancel out. 9 plus 21 is 30, yep. 6 divided, that's 5, okay. Did I write this down right? Oh, I dropped my sign, and here's what I see happening. I dropped my sign, so this is actually a positive y is equal to a negative 1. So negative 1, negative 1. I did everything right, and here's what I see happen when you guys are practicing. You do it all right, but something happens with the signs. Beware of signs. Always beware of signs, okay? Let's go ahead and go to example 2 now. Again, same 3 steps. Step 1, is there the same or opposite? Negative 5x, positive 5x, opposites. Good, step 1 is done. Negative 5x, line them up. 5x plus 2y equals 13, negative 1. Set up. Am I going to add or subtract? The whole point is in step 2 now is to eliminate. If I add negative 5x and x, that eliminates because they're opposite. Add with opposites. Subtract with same. All right, so here's your key. Negative 5x plus 5x eliminates, so you definitely want to get rid of. Key here is get rid. Something. Okay, 2y plus y is 3y equals 13 plus negative 1 is 12. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Y equals 4. Don't be biased. It's okay that this time it says y instead of x, because that's the whole point. Now into step 3, let's solve for x. So this one is y is 4. Step 3, take your original equations of negative 5x plus 2y equals 13. 5x plus y equals negative 1. Plug in what you know. We know what y is.
Students, if you...
All right, so we plug it in. Negative 5x plus 2 times 4 equals 13, and 5x plus 4 equals negative 1. Solve for x on both of these. Negative 5x plus 8 equals 13. Take away 8. Take away 8. 13 minus 8 is 5. Equals negative x. 5x. Divide by negative 5. Divide by negative 5. X equals negative 1. Let's check to make sure we did this right. Minus 4. Minus 4. 5x equals negative 5. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X equals negative 1. Yep. Good. All right, let's go into our next example. Example number 3, step 1. We are looking for them to be the same or opposite first. 3x, 7x. Nope. 4y, 4y. They're the same. Since they're the same, we have to subtract in step 2. So 3x plus 4y equals negative 6. 7y plus 4y equals negative 14. Okay, lined them up. And now we have to subtract. Here's why. 3x minus 7x. You have 3. You take 7 away. That's negative 4x. 4y minus 4y is 0. We have to eliminate. If we add them together, there would be no elimination that happens. So we have to subtract. Equals. Here's where it catches you guys off guard. Be careful with subtraction, okay? Negative 6 minus negative 14 is negative 6 plus 14. And negative 6 plus 14 are opposite signs, so we subtract, and that will be 6. It will be 8, and it will be positive. Bam. Divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. X equals negative 2. So we found out negative 2 is x. Solve for y. It's okay that it flip-flops from the last example. All right, step 3, substitute back into the original equations. All right, substitute back in, put in for x. So 3 times negative 2 plus 4y equals negative 6. 7 times negative 2 plus 4y equals negative 14. Negative 6 plus 4y equals negative 6. Add 6, add 6. 4y equals 0. So y equals 0. See if that's right. 7 times 2 is negative 14. So we'll add 14 to both sides. Add 14, add 14. 4y equals 0. Y equals 0. 4 times 0 is 0. Everything was good. It's 0. 0 does not mean no answer. It means that it crosses on the x-axis at negative 2, 0. Last example before you get to those on your owns is a good example of when not to use elimination. And here's why we're not going to use elimination. We're not going to use elimination because 3x, 6x are not the same or opposite. Y and 3y are not the same or opposite. Use substitution with this one. This one would be that step 1. It would have a step 1 where you multiply. But let's just use substitution because this y is like set up perfectly. So step 1, set it for y. Y equals negative 3x plus 11. I just took away 3x from both sides. Okay, step 2, plug into the second equation. 6x plus 3 times negative 3x plus 11 equals 24. Again, I just plug this in to the equation down here. Step 2, go through PCSAD-me. I'm going to have to pause my video. I'm going to write that all down because I'm running out of time. Alright, so I just went through and solved it all. Yes, I do realize you guys are just going to copy example 4 down. I do know that we need to continue practicing solving systems with substitution. Don't worry. Okay, just write this part down. Okay, and see if you can follow along with me. Here are your on your own problems that I would like you to work on, as well as your essential question to answer. Okay, so when you're ready to check your answers for these on your own, please press resume. And number 3, practice that substitution. Okay, number 3 is that substitution one. When you're ready to resume and check your answers, go ahead and press play, and I'll have them posted. All right, here's what we should have. Okay, you should have added, subtracted, and used substitution. All right, go ahead and answer this essential question. Do your checkpoint. Check your grades, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Later.